Welcome back to the Listen Up Podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick.
I got mixed personalities.
And Jordan.
Murder on my mind.
This week we're going to be taking a look at I Am You by YNW Melly, released in 2018, and it was picked by Jordan. Jordan, why did you choose this album for us this week?
Honestly, because I listened to a podcast with Melly. Well, not with Melly on it, about Melly, and realized I forgot how crazy of a character he is, but how good his voice is also. Like, he was in this category called melody rap that people would talk about.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so it wasn't like
Educate me.
like rap. It was more like rapping with your voice, kind of. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
As you could tell, he like sings in a lot of it too, like rap sings, kind of. So
Yeah, his singing that was probably the best part of the album to me. I would say. Like, okay, so were you done? Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off before.
No, yeah, I am pretty much done.
Okay, so I don't even know that I ever listened to Murder on My Mind. That's for reference for the listener. If you're not familiar with the album, that's this album. That was definitely the biggest song. I don't know that I ever listened to it all the way through.
Interesting.
This week.
How did you feel about the album / that song? Because that song is a very big part of this album. Why I chose it too.
The two songs are far and away the best part of the album to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
And they were pretty good. I think like they're more interesting than like really good songs to me. Mm-hmm. But I think that they're interesting, especially with we can get into it a little bit later, but with the
dual perspectives.
Dual perspectives, yeah.
You gotta innovate before someone can perfect it. You know,
mm-hmm.
He's cutting edge.
But yeah, and so it was. Once it got to that part, it got better for me because I never listened, to anything else on the album or him in general. I don't know. It started pretty rough for me, but it got better as the album went on, I think.
Okay.
Honestly, like, I don't really know how to describe it, how to put it into words, why I enjoyed this style of rap more than, like, drill music. Mm-hmm. But as a whole, I enjoyed this album more than most other rappers that you've picked, Jordan, that I like don't have any personal familiarity with, like Chef G and
Chef G was just bad though too. that album was bad, dude.
Like Chef G, Pop Smoke, like
Yeah,
Blueface. I don't know. I liked Melly a little more than all of them, I think.
Yeah.
Melly was also funny. He wasn't quite as funny as Blueface. Blueface has the humor thing pretty covered. But he was just kind of like pretty decent overall, I thought it was a pretty decent album.
Yeah.
I would say it probably is in the upper portion of, like Nick said, like rappers that you've chosen that I am not previously familiar with. And I think because of like the melody that he used more.
There's even a song where he sounds like 645 AR for like.
No, I know. I actually didn't
three bars.
I actually didn't realize that. Bro,
oh God, I hated that. I hated that shit.
You just don't get real music, Jamie.
You wouldn't understand.
And there were just parts where like it wasn't even like Blueface, where Blueface is rapping off beat. There were just parts where he just was talking, not paying attention to anything that was going on musically on this album.
He's speaking his mind. Let the man cook.
Bro.
But like cut the instrumental for that section though. Cut the instrumental for that part.
No,
he in the stew, bro.
He's chilling.
Yeah, that I don't remember what song that was on, but that was one of the ones where I was like, skip.
Oof.
Damn.
I didn't skip because I listened. When I listen to the albums for the podcast, I don't skip anything. I sit through parts I don't like. But it was a part where mentally I was like, I wish I could. There were sections for sure.
But
Then there were other ones where I was like, okay, this is like pretty good. It was either neutral or pretty good for the most part.
I got you.
That's good.
I think.
That is pretty good.
Better than bad.
I mean, we'll see when it comes out. I haven't decided. This is one of the weeks where I'm not sure what number I'm going to give until like I give it. I got to do the mental math as we talk for the next half hour.
The
right.
mental gymnastics.
Not gymnastics, the mental mathematics.
Okay. More legitimate thinking than
Right.
Yeah.
Then like QAnon and shit like that.
Wait.
Hold on, before we start, really quick, let me just get one more drink of water too. I'm sorry, I ran out. I drank too much.
Wow.
Imagine not having a water bottle with you. I'm not cutting it. We're sitting. Listener, we're waiting for Jordan to come back. Look, I got a coffee right here, and I have an entire what is this? 32 ounces? The big boy Camelbacks.
Heck yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
I know.
MF, he's got cookies with him.
I drank a little glass of Dark Horse Merlot before this.
Oh, how was that?
Yeah, I didn't like it that much, but
really, because I was gonna say I think Dark Horse is like, I don't know, for cheap wine. I think it's a very reliable.
I think I would like any of their white wine, but any like cheap red wine I've had, I just don't like it that much.
That was the first one of theirs. I think I had a Pinot, and it was good. And then I've
Pinot
had their
Noir
their rosé,
or Pinot Grigio.
Grigio. Okay. Sorry, I did not specify. Yeah, and like I've had their rosé, and it's fine.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
I had a red from them as well that was pretty decent too. I just don't think I like Merlots though.
The last Merlot I got, I forget what brand it was.
Maryland Merlot.
But it was good. I liked it. Shelton Vineyards. Yeah, Yadkinville hometown vineyard. They have a pretty good Merlot.
Why Vegas, baby?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why Vegas? Stop
First
it.
Merlot I ever had. For a little while, I thought they had my favorite wine that I'd ever had. It was just their Riesling. It was really good. But that was that was like my fourth bottle of wine that I bought ever. So
right. I think my favorite wine is still there was a vineyard that they went out of business and they had a peach wine.
Sad.
I think that was really good.
Everything about me, I should enjoy peach wine, but I never have that much. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and I know you've tried like a couple bottles of it that I've gotten, and you're just not a fan.
Yeah.
See,
I think I like
just
it.
like I just like that really fruity flavor with wine.
Yeah. Get the
I don't
strawberry, blueberry, fruit scotto, barefoot.
I like the fruit scotto. Not the blueberry, but
not
peach,
quite
destroy
that
your
because
brain.
that's too sweet for me. Like Moscatos are too sweet. I don't
peach
like wine
and
that's
mango
sweet,
fruit.
but I like it when
Scotto.
it's fruity but not mega sweet.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a balance that I've had only a few times there. And I really like that because I like the fruity flavor of it, but I don't know. Like I like desserts for the most part, but I never crave desserts. And then drinking, I don't know. I don't like super sweet drinks. Like Moscow Mules are my go-to, and that's normally my favorite ones I have are whenever it's like super heavy ginger notes and liminess to it more than any sort of sweetness to it.
Yeah. One of my favorite wines I've ever had was like a very juicy red wine, and it was like it was kind of low ABV, but I was like, this tastes just phenomenal. Like
interesting.
It was like better than normal grape juice, and like you could not taste the alcohol in it.
Interesting.
It
Although I did have someone I don't remember got us a bottle of like ice wine, which comes in super small bottles, and it's mega sweet. It tastes, but see, that was the thing. It didn't taste like wine. It tasted just like I was drinking Welch's grape juice.
Interesting.
And so that was like kind of the different scale where I really enjoyed it, but it was like I can have 4 sips of this, and then my stomach hurts. So
my tummy starts rumbling. Listener, if you ever need a sommelier, hire me or Jamie.
I know professional sommeliers that I could point you towards, but don't come.
Yeah,
to
their names are Nick Marshall. You should hire Nick Marshall.
Nick Marshall.
Pay Nick Marshall to consult.
I'll definitely
Pay
show
a consultant's fee
and not just text you recommendations.
I thought you were gonna say I'll definitely charge you a consulting fee.
I definitely will do that too.
Nice. Well, I guess do we want to get a little more if you guys want to bring any specific things you wanted to bring for this album,
Yeah.
you can go ahead and do that.
About young Melvin, Mr. Melvin himself.
Melvin himself.
Melly versus Melvin.
Well, I'll start off. Wait, what, Jamie?
Huh? Oh no, I was looking. I swear I thought I heard a dog barking, but I don't think it is. I think it's something with my chair. I gotta get a new chair. This one creaks so much. But anyway, back to the what were you saying?
I was gonna say I Am You, first song. Obviously, title of the album, first title of the song. It's probably one of my like lesser favorites on the album. I still think I like the beat a lot. I like the little part at the end. It didn't really give us a whole lot of, detail. But it's just him,
the like conversation at the end?
Yeah, he's like, come on, you know you love me, girl. She's like, okay, I mean, I guess I love you. He's like, come on, babe, you know you mine. He's like, man, I guess. Because funny thing is, I think I remember listening to the podcast that Melly originally sang like a lot of like love songs, or like before he started rapping about like guns and murder a lot. He was like a very like ooey gooey kind of love guy.
Really?
Yeah, interesting enough.
I would not have predicted that.
Me and Melly could vibe.
So he just like he'd always think about like falling in love and stuff. I can't remember. They did some examples. I can't remember a whole lot on here, but
do you think Melly would like The Neon Skyline by Andy Schaaf?
Yeah,
no one likes that.
I think he.
Yeah, I definitely didn't like it when I gave it a 10 out of 10. I think that was someone else, and they like stepped in and like imitated my voice and like put a mask on that looked like me for the camera for the recording.
True.
That probably wasn't. That wasn't actually even a person. That was an alien.
True. Nick's an alien, confirmed.
Yeah. No, it's not me. It's not me. Okay.
I mean,
it was actually Andy Schaaf. He came here and put on a mask and pretended to be
okay.
me.
Okay, buddy.
You merely adopted the shelf. I was born in it.
Yeah, it was. It didn't start off like, again. I Am You is an okay song with an okay beat, but I don't love it.
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
It was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody want to say anything else about that one? Mostly because Virtual Blue Balenciagas I've been listening to for such a long time now.
Oh yeah.
And I might have even listened to it when it was a single. I can't remember. Maybe not though. I think I downloaded the single version and then I realized it was on this album later or something like that. But Blue Balenciagas
on the SoundCloud hype.
No. It was never on SoundCloud, dude. Okay. I have looked at stuff on SoundCloud before.
That was don't you like a song by Josiah that was on SoundCloud and now it's on
Spotify? Josiah, bruh.
Well, I said Josiah. Maybe it came out like Josiah, but
no, you said Josiah. That sounds like like
Joe Dirt.
No, it sounds like an Amish dude or something. Josiah.
How do you say
it? Like, hey, Josiah, what are we doing out on the fields today?
What did you say? How do you say it?
Josiah. It's J-A.
Oh, okay. I thought it was J-O. That's why I said it like that.
Yeah, you're good.
My bad. Sorry,
Josiah.
Josiah.
What will we be tending to today?
He's out there plowing the fields. He's out there, knitting some stockings.
Virtual by Blue Balenciaga. Like it is such a good song, in my opinion. I've been listening to this song probably as much as Murder on My Mind, to be honest. It just has like this very, very upbeat, like, it's so catchy too. Like we gonna pull up with them sticks and hop out with them choppers, walking out of 10 and Blue Balenciagas. Like, I don't know, just like the chorus is so good to me. Like, I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
We gon' pull up with them sticks and hop out with them choppers. Walking out the 10 and Blue Balenciagas. I caught her out, now I got blood on Blue Balenciagas. Up that 40, let that pistol sing a melody. Fuck all of that talking, we can go to war. Need a brain marinating on the boulevard. I got 162.5.566223. With that K, broad day, we hop out of spray. Young nigga way until my dying day. You ain't bout that action, boy, let's not pretend. Caught you lacking after school and shot at all your friends. It go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unload the clip, reload the clip, and then you spin again. And if they out when you come back, then bitch, you spin again. Congratulations, I just taught you how to spin a Benz. We gon' pull up with them sticks and hop out.
It was catchy.
I got blood on blue Balenciagas.
It was one of my favorites on the album, I think. And I think there's a line in the chorus where he says, "Leave your brain marinating on the boulevard."
Yeah, and he says boulevard with like that Atlanta accent he has, where it's like boulevard, or like he says boulevard. It's like
Yeah, it rhymes more with like the
yeah
lines before it. Yeah, I got you.
yeah. The brain marinating on the boulevard. I'm like, oh, okay, okay, getting into a little tussle.
I did think that was an interesting line. Overall, I don't know. It was fine.
It's probably one of the most
definitely liked it more than
popular
the first
songs on the
I think
album.
the first song might have been my least favorite on the album.
Damn.
I
Okay.
Am You.
Yeah.
Were
Yeah.
you insulted
I did-
that he was saying that he was you?
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, I didn't want to be him.
I want to be me.
But yeah, like there's this like, it's like the very first thing you hear in the song. I don't know what it's not an instrument, but it's like a sound. It's like, it sounds, the closest thing I can say without saying anything is like a bell, kind of. Like
There was
dun 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 dun. It's like at the very beginning. I don't know how to explain it. It's like that chime.
In Blue Balenciagas.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
If I listened to it again, I would.
It's like a chime or something. It's like throughout the whole song you can hear at the very beginning. I just like that a lot too.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
the
kind of
beat
like
comes.
yeah. It's more like techno-y than like an actual wind chime.
Yeah, there's no way I can
kind of sense.
explain it that like accurately describes what I'm trying to think of.
what was the song that had like a flute in it?
Mask off.
No, but a similar style. Honestly, that was going to be my reference point. If y'all didn't know what I was talking about.
It might be one that I haven't listened to a lot. Was it Risk Taker?
I think it was in the early part of the album.
I'm skipping through the songs real quick.
It might have been Risk Taker. There was something where I was like, I don't like the song, but I do like the flute that's like part of the beat. That was pretty good.
Cause when I was a youngin', I knew I was gon' get money. Niggas talking like they own that shit, but couldn't keep it 100K. All you niggas talking like you wanna let me get it, hey. All these bitches fucking, I like, hold on, wait a minute. You know the Glock on the pistol.
This album has a lot more solid beats than it not enough to save the songs for me, but I liked the beats more than I liked the vocals on the album for the most part, I think.
I forgot what the name was, but it's like, DJ Roscoe, you killed this beat. It's so funny. Like the producer tags. Oh yeah, Jamie, there's a lot of producer tags in this one. How do you feel? Oh,
I actually didn't notice them.
what the?
I guess the ones on this one were less intrusive than other ones. I don't know.
One's like a squeaky kid voice, like, young man on the track. Yeah.
Jamie, admit
honestly-
it, you didn't listen to the album, okay?
I did listen to the
Yeah,
album. I listened to
dude.
it like 4 or 5 times.
Jamie said he just skipped through every song. Was like, this sounds.
Yeah,
good.
this is bad. Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, I don't like this one. He goes to his notes. Don't like this one.
Makes the entire note outline. Types in the name of every song. Bad, bad, bad.
Murder on My Mind. Kind of good.
I'm trying to figure out the flute one right now. I'm like scanning through them.
It has to be
just-
Risk Taker. Like, Jamie, just listen to
Maybe I'm
Risk
just
Taker real
dumb.
quick.
It made me remember. No, I remembered one with the flute in it too. It made me realize I forgot there was a song called YNW Home Invasion. I thought that was really funny.
Oh yeah.
But the lyrics aren't quite as funny. But just the title itself, out of context, was fun.
No, I know. Or like Free Trail.
Yes, Wine for Me, where wine is like, I think it's supposed to be like a play on words, but I don't think he like really talks about wine like the drink. He just
Yeah.
says wine like WHINE. That's just nitpicky though. That's not like I'm not like
No,
I
no,
hate this album because of grammar. That's not me.
But I was gonna say Risk Taker.
Yeah, it
Wait,
is
sorry,
Risk
what?
Taker. That's where the flute is. It's Risk
Okay.
Taker.
Okay. I actually really like that song. Also, the beat is so good on that song. Also, it's actually one of the ones that I favorited too.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, that definitely is one for me where I like the beat of it.
The song.
I don't know a lot of lyrics.
I like the beat.
Wait, what?
I don't think
Okay.
it needs to be close to 6 minutes, but
Yeah, it is a little bit long. It is a little bit long.
I don't think this album needed to be like 55 minutes.
also I do agree with that.
I mean, there are maybe a couple songs that are like.
But
But
like
again,
as
there's
a,
always going to be some misses on albums. I
yes,
feel like,
of
you know?
course, yes.
You know, I feel that.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, Risk Taker I really like. It is just like a little bit long, and then he also starts off with his voice at like 1:45, where he goes, "Gimme,
Nigga dick like it licorice. On that bloody shit, yeah, he on that slimy shit. Pull up home invasion it. We don't really fuck with them. Fuck with
Oh, that was the 645 AR. Yeah.
Well, actually, there's two songs with it in there.
Okay. That was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, this is definitely the first one,
Gotcha.
which is hilarious.
That one, and I think. Oh no! Wait, no. It was in Blue Balenciagas in Virtual when he was. I think it's in the second or third verse. He just like starts to get more energetic, and I like.
Well, no, but
that
there's
part.
a really high pitched one in another one of the songs.
I got you. I wasn't thinking like high pitched. I was thinking.
Oh,
like,
okay.
He just like starts to not really yell, but just like.
Oh,
like he's
okay.
more
I
excited.
no, I know what you're
Like he's
it's
getting a little pissed
Yeah.
off, you know.
It's like the fuck are you talking about? 100 rounds. We gonna put up mercs. Get them facts.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that's like towards the end. I think. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Where he kind of just starts like yelling a little bit.
Yeah.
Into the thing instead of singing anymore.
Yeah.
Which again, I guess that would be considered like regular rap, but like he's a melody rapper, so like you hear him like singing all the time too.
Right.
I got you.
But no, Risk Taker was pretty good though. Again, I added this one a little. I haven't been listening to it a lot, so I don't know like the song like fully, but I added it for the lulz. Freaky Girl obviously takes that sample, and I don't know what it's from, but it's you know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Let me see what the credits are.
I don't know. I don't think I noticed like one or two like low key kind of like popular samples, but I could never.
It
place
says
them.
it interpolates "Freaky Girl" by Gucci Mane and "Pills" by Gucci as well.
Oh.
Okay, I was about to say because there's a song by it's either City Girls or Lotto where she goes, "I'm a very freaky girl, get it from my mama, something I'ma give him brain in the backseat of my Hummer," and this one goes,
Yeah, and he
She's
says
a
like
very-
the same thing. Yeah. Well, good.
yeah. Well, he said, "I'm a very freaky girl, get it from my mama."
She's a very freaky girl. Get it from her mama. First you get a name, then you get a number, then you get some brain in the front seat of the Honda. She gon' snake the dick, we just call her in the corner. She's a very freaky girl. Get it from her mama.
Yeah, it says it interpolates that by.
So I'll have to actually have never listened to the Gucci main version, but there definitely is a song that like
There's "Freaky Girl" by Nicki Minaj featuring Gucci Mane and Lil Kim. Might be
maybe
that,
maybe
potentially.
but I've
Yeah.
definitely seen it somewhere before. Also,
Yeah, it was vaguely familiar for me, which is probably a surprise.
interesting.
Which lends credence to it. Out of all of the stuff I just read, it's probably most likely the Nicki song.
Yes, probably.
Because
But
everything like Gucci Mane is not. I don't know
Okay.
anything by Gucci Mane.
no. And again, his singing voice is just really good on this, and I also just really like the the beat again, but just like the way he like goes up, he's like, "She's a very freaky girl, Get it from a mama. I don't know. Just like when he sings that part, it's just so good. It's just so good.
I gotcha.
I just love it so much. And then I guess I've heard the sample before, so it's like a little familiar.
Sorry,
Makes sense.
I got distracted. I'm sorry.
Nick,
Wait, what?
wow, cancel him. Nick's
Wait.
off.
He dozed off.
It's not even about. It's about fantasy football. I have no idea what's happening in
Bruh.
our fantasy league.
I've
the
never
whole
heard you talk
year.
about football once, Nick.
Not like I just saw Gonzo.
Nick's got a good potential to take down someone who Gonzo is currently tied with the number 1 spot for, or a loss would put him 2 back. It's there's a lot riding on Nick, and he's got a strong shot to beat the other person.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't even get mad at like how many points the other guy's team had gotten since I looked at the game. I just saw that my tight end that I have, who's like on the bench, got 28 points this week. That's insane.
Yeah,
that never happens
that's
for a
fucked.
tight end.
I'm sorry, I know nothing about fantasy football.
But Aaron Rodgers, he pulled out the 33 points this week.
He did.
Post COVID.
I hope Jake from State Farm is vaccinated, bro.
Bro, that shit was hilarious. We don't want to dox anything, but that shit was funny.
It was
Legendary.
Yeah. I don't know why you did. You have the best. Well, you also have Kyle Pitts, so you have like the 2 best tight ends normally for fantasy, and yeah, Atlanta just fucking shit all over themselves from start to finish this week, so you kind of got fucked there.
Atlanta be like me.
But who could have predicted? Because like Dak Prescott, he only got 4 points this week, so no 2 points. Sorry.
As soon as Derrick Henry got injured, I gave up. I cared a little bit before he got injured.
Fair.
But when he got injured and Rodgers went out like during the same week, I was like, I might just delete the app.
I mean, I'm you're above me right now.
I'm
standing
killing
wise.
it. Castrol Edge, they're hooking me up.
Yeah, fuck Brandon Cooks though.
I don't know who that is.
He's a wide receiver who
Brandon, he cooks, dude.
every time I bench him, he gets 25 points, and every time I play him, he gets 3 points.
Oh, that's sad.
He plays for the Houston Texans,
Oh yeah,
who beat fucking was it Buffalo this week?
let's go.
That shit was
Let's
crazy.
go. Sorry about it, Bills.
One of the worst team in the league. Oh no, Tennessee. That's right. Because I picked up the Tennessee defense, and then they got 2 points against the worst offense in the league. So
Damn.
True.
And that's this week's fantasy segment.
Tune in next week to hear me.
I did the other song that I did enjoy enough to mention that I liked it was "Mama Cry."
Yes, that one was really good.
That was like his shit about being in prison and like not wanting his mom being sad or something.
Yeah, it's definitely the most like real song I'd say on the album. That's also what.
We'll see what the court decides on what's the most real song on the album.
Well, also just for your guys' info, he sang that song before the murders were even committed, so he couldn't have even sang about.
Wasn't he in prison for something else though? I thought.
Probably other stuff, but like they're trying to use those lyrics against him for that crime though, and the song was made before the song even came out.
It's just literally impossible.
Well, I mean, and so all of that I think is circumstantial. So I'm sure that the case that they built isn't. They wouldn't charge someone based on that alone. Otherwise, every rapper would constantly be in court.
Exactly.
So surely there's got to be more than that.
No, they still use. There's actually I don't know if I sent it to you guys, but there's a law trying to be passed where you're not allowed to use lyrics against people in a room of court because it can be perceived as like art or something, or like people just lie about shit on there too. Yeah. So,
well, right, because isn't there that funny fucking interview with was it Lil Tecca or whatever, where they're like breaking down the song on Genius, and he's like
I don't got no guns
whipping
for
in like a
nobody.
fan. Yeah, he's like talking about shooting. He's like I've never shot a gun or some shit, and then what is it? He was talking about like driving something like a Phantom or something, and he was like, I don't even have a driver's license.
Yeah, he goes, I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside the Ghost and hop up in a Phantom. And he said, I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you to a dancer. And he goes, I don't got no straps for nobody.
He was like, I don't have a driver's license either.
I know.
That shit was
so like,
funny.
And again, but the thing is, his conviction and like well, Mama Cry, it's very convicted, but like in Murder on My Mind is very like people listen to it and you're like, did this dude actually commit murder? Like, because usually you hear a rapper say like, I'm gonna kill that guy. You're like, that doesn't really sound that enticing. But then you hear Melly sing and you're like,
that's I had that kind of constantly throughout listening to this album where I was like,
he has like a very vivid...
This doesn't feel like normal, I know, whatever, just saying shit. I was like, some of this is really just the vibe I got from the tone in it. I'm like, this doesn't feel like just saying shit for a lot of it. And because normally it's like, listen to rap, there is that suspension of disbelief. But I was like, I don't know if it's some kind of subconscious bias because I know he got arrested or like why.
Yeah.
But I feel like listening to this doesn't. It's like whenever Pusha talks about like dealing coke.
Mm-hmm. You're like, yeah, he definitely dealt coke.
You're like, yeah, he definitely dealt coke. This is the kind of thing where I'm like, why'd you say that? If that's a weird thing to say if it's not, how it went down.
True.
He went full OJ if I did it mode.
It kind of felt like that a little bit in some parts where I was like, I kind of don't like that. I just listened to that
a bit there. It's
not
bit,
quite. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's not like explicit. It's not like
right. It's not quite explicitly pissing on Double Jeopardy.
Oh yeah, but you mean like you mean like OJ? Like
he can't be tried for the same thing twice. So whenever he was acquitted in a sham of a case,
he just basically admitted to it.
Yeah, and then we learned in 8th grade when we were learning about the Constitution and what amendment did what. His case was used for like 3 different ones. Like learned how you could utilize a speedy trial and then Double Jeopardy and shit like that. It's like, oh, ooh,
like oh.
And then I see him like, gaining traction on Twitter and shit like that. And I'm like, does no one?
You guys know he killed 2 people, right?
It's like whenever people play like Chris Brown shit, I'm like, do you not? You just don't remember, I guess, or because I feel disgusting listening to anything by Chris Brown.
I feel that.
So I'm like, do y'all not remember when he beat the fuck out of Rihanna? Yeah. Okay.
I do.
Sorry, Chris. It's the one not great thing Lil Dicky did with his career was make a Chris Brown collab song.
Oh yeah.
And it sucks because I just can't listen to it because I like hear Chris Brown. I'm like,
yeah.
Some of that shit is
kind of
so
blew
funny.
up though. It kind of blew up though.
It did, yeah. Well, because of how good the song is, apart from the fact that Chris Brown's on it.
That's true. Anyways, we don't have to get into that because.
So, guys, what's your philosophy on?
So, can we listen to Chris Brown music, but not like Chris Brown? Is that a thing we can do, guys?
MF's trying to separate the art from the artist.
I mean, technically, Melly's on a double homicide charge, so not convicted yet. Not convicted yet.
Scrap the episode. We can't talk about it.
Not convicted yet.
No episode this week, guys. We all feel too internally guilty.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, I got stressed. Oh. But yeah, the Baba Cry, he said, "Mama, please don't you cry." It's just very much because he was in jail for a long time too.
Mama, please don't you cry. I'm sorry. I just called sometime. I'll be home soon. It won't be long. I promise. I will be okay. Just wipe those tears off of your face. I'm sorry. I won't right my wrongs.
Even before all this, like he was in and out of jail for a while. He made Murder in My Mind in jail, and what I heard also on the podcast, I knew this like a little bit, but not all the way, is that he started like singing it, and the inmates were like, "Oh, this is fire!" And so then at one point he started like charging people like a Rice Krispie treat to like perform for them, or like 2 Rice Krispie
really?
treat. Yeah,
that's fucking funny.
Because they wanted to hear it so badly.
That shit.
Yeah, this was like I forgot what he was in on. I think I think he shot rounds like near his school or something like that.
He did talk about in some song on this album about shooting near a school. That was one of the ones where I listened to it. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Why did you say that if that's not something
gonna
that
need the
you did?
backstory for this one, boss.
So, I don't remember which one, but it was like something about catching someone lacking because they were outside of school. And I'm like, yeah, that's because school should be like a safe space, but...
Yeah.
You went to school?
He went to school?
Weak.
No, but I don't think he had... Again, he was like very into guns for a long time. But I don't know.
On that Florida shit.
Florida boy. Yeah, I think he's an Atlanta. I swear he's from Atlanta.
I don't know. I should have done a little research.
Florida, but I don't know.
Especially,
hold on, wait.
Especially for someone with as much backstory as him. I came to this. Came to this table a little ill prepared.
Never mind. He definitely is from Gifford, Florida. He's from Florida.
I thought he was a Florida guy.
He raps about Florida so much. Just I swear, one time I heard that he wasn't from Florida, but he definitely is. But he is.
He does say Audemars in well, I don't remember how he pronounces it, but he talks about Audemars.
What is that?
It's a fancy watch. It's French and it's a watch. I'm gonna guess that it's a Swiss watch, but it's like a luxury watch. But I like that because it reminds me of got that Audemars like Mardi Gras, that Swiss time. Yeah, that Swiss time, and that's excellence. 2-door preference, roof gun, George Jefferson. That's Push's verse on.
But last thing I'll say about Mama Cry, it's just like, I don't know, just the emotion he uses in like being in like jail. It's just like you can tell this guy's been in there for a long time, and like,
yeah,
like give me my freedom. Like cold shower, cold bed, cold floor only makes a cold heart. Like, dude, that's like intense to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, because it's real. It's like, I mean, like the American prison system is so fucked up because prison is meant to be a rehabilitation thing. Yeah. And then if people get put in jail and they treat them like not people. So then, of course, you're not going to reform in jail. You're going to just become bitter and angry. And then the cycle perpetuates. And then, like, but then you see people, the same people who complain about, like, you know, the crimes of people not like them, they also call people soft when they look at like European prisons. But guess which countries have higher rates of successful rehabilitation into society? It's the ones that treats prisoners like people.
Yeah. True.
But then they're the same people who complain about urban populations and say shit like that also call, you know, European prison systems too soft, and I'm like, you're just stupid. You just don't see correlation.
I remember when I like discovered that private prisons existed, and I was like, how is that crazy. Legal?
I know.
like me just like not even knowing anything about the prison system besides like there is injustice that happens in it, like bad things happen in it that shouldn't happen. It was like I knew that crazy. As a fact, and then it was like I heard about private prisons and I was like, wait, what? Like people run prisons and make money from it?
That's
make
insane.
Lots of money for it.
Huh, like funny how you might want to make more money and imprison more people if it gives you more money,
and then use that labor and get away with paying them $1.50 an hour.
I know,
for manual labor.
Funny how
because you lobby to the government.
Funny how you might want to somehow get more people into your prison under maybe not the most legal of circumstances in order to make more money. Money has never caused anyone to do anything wrong. Okay?
No, not at all.
Anything, dude.
I'm not familiar with the concept of greed, so I think Nick private prisons are fine.
And Nick doesn't get greedy at all. But Wine for me, I liked a lot. It had it had this upbeatness to it. The beat did. Again, the beats on this album I think are really, really good.
They are pretty good.
And I like this one too.
Like
what, Nick?
Risk Taker? Is that what the song's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that beat was good.
The one at the beginning?
Yeah, the Blue Balenciagas has a good beat. Murder on My Mind has a good beat. Like, and most of the rest of them have just like pretty normal like beats that I could just put on the song and like do stuff to it.
And to me, his voice is good enough. Like, it sounds smooth enough. Like, it's not like any of these rappers, you know, that like Jamie said he doesn't like Lil Wayne because it's like, okay, hello, you know what I'm saying over here.
His voice is very abrasive.
Yeah, but Melly's is like really, really smooth.
Yeah.
Like, it's so melodic, which I like a lot. Which is why it's like, I can listen to a lot of this album. Again, I like more songs, or I like some songs more than others.
Mm-hmm.
One for me, I didn't have like a lot of notes on. I thought it was a good song to listen to. Like, I just put it on at some point. Maybe like not at a party. Maybe it's a little more niche for that, but I could see myself vibing to it.
I got you.
For Real had like a good piano in it. I don't know if you remember that part.
Yeah. Hold that on my mind. I need to feel myself. Run that back, turbo.
But again, just a good song. Drop Top again. Oh, that's the one that has Artemore in it, Jamie.
Artemore.
Drop Top. Oh, this is the one also where he goes really, really high pitched at like around like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it sounds like it's just like super auto tuned and super high, and it comes out like nowhere too, which I think is funny. Like, it came out of nowhere on I think it was Risk Taker too.
Did it catch you with your pants down?
Yeah, I was listening to it. I was like, what? I was like, he does this style sometimes. I didn't even know that.
We got a lot of Glocks. We got a lot of dicks. I mean, if you do a trick on the day when he do it, he go in a split. I pull up on the low, she like lickety dickety, do it a split.
He said, "Oh no, let me pick my pants up off the floor."
I said, what is this? But
That is like 645 AR T-Pain mode.
yeah.
It's wild how great of just a raw normal voice T-Pain has.
Yeah.
I'm not shaming
Like,
him for using autotune. He still sounds good with autotune. But
Right, because he proved that like he just does that for a style.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it at all.
Yeah.
He was on that weird show, right? The Masked Singer, or whatever.
I don't know.
There's a lot of people that are on that show now. Honestly.
Pretty sure he maybe he won a season of that or something. I know he was on it. I think
I heard him.
that show is one of those ones where I just look at him like, I really don't understand what people want because I really don't know why this is succeeding.
Yeah. Ken Jeong,
But
Robin Thicke.
I saw Ken Jeong try to guess who it was, and then he got it wrong.
Damn.
He thought it was
I just
Fred
see shit and I'm
Astaire or
like-
something.
I remember seeing that he was hosting that and I was like, what? Ken,
Do better.
I don't think you're hurting for roles or money. I'm like, I guess he just wants to just do
Wants
it
the
for
bag.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He's,
It seems like
he's on
he's-
his grind set.
It seems like he's having fun though.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember
Love Ken.
that show when it was like a Korean show. Before
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
like-
That's
yeah.
where it got borrowed from.
Yeah, and like to
America's like, we can steal something.
thank you.
to
To promote, I think Deadpool 2, Ryan Reynolds went on there and like sang a song.
in like the Korean one.
Yeah, I think like
Or-
dressed up like as a unicorn or something.
Okay.
And I-
See, that shit's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
that's-
watching it and like, just just the Korean style of shooting it was a little different. Where it was like it seemed a little more chaotic from what I remember, and just Ryan Reynolds lifting the mask off of his head and everyone freaking out. I was like, this is a fever dream. This is like one of the
Like, what?
strangest YouTube videos I've ever seen.
That shit's funny.
True.
Ryan Reynolds is a surprisingly good singer.
He is.
Yeah. He's gonna be in some musical with Will Ferrell, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah.
New Will Ferrell show. Not a huge fan.
I haven't seen it yet.
What's it called again?
The Shrink Next Door. It's on Apple TV.
Oh, I saw an ad for that, and that was one where I was like, I'm interested in it.
It looked
It's not...
really good. I did not love the first episode.
Oop.
Is it like too funny when it's not supposed to be?
No, it's just
what was
like
wrong with it?
I felt like a lot of jokes like fell flat, or just like weren't really that funny, and there were like a couple moments where I'm like, am I supposed to laugh? And like
those are never good moments.
Yeah, and like usually I just don't feel shame and I just laugh at stuff, but like stuff was happening on screen and I was like, I feel awkward, like just watching it by myself. It's not like Nathan For You or The Office. It's just like I just felt like it was strange. I don't know. We don't need to dwell on this.
No, that's okay. That makes sense.
I don't know. Or like the perfect Will Ferrell scenes with his wife in The Other Guys.
Yeah, not like that.
That shit's so funny.
Not like that, where it's just like
God,
painfully strange and like
those are some of the funniest like absurdist situational comedy bits to me. Like way better than anything I ever saw trying to watch The Office.
Those in Talladega Nights,
like that.
Yes.
God, yes.
Where his
sorry,
best...
Chip, you raised a stone cold fox.
Yeah, Talladega Nights is honestly really funny.
Where his best friend marries his wife after they've been separated for like a week.
Ricky, you and I both know this marriage has been over for a long time. I honestly did not know that.
This is news to me. I honestly did not know that. Yay,
or his son's like
Christmases.
He's like, Chip, shut up. It's like, you gonna let your boys talk to me like that? He said, I'll let them talk to you how
they're winners.
They're winners.
You're a loser. All you ever did was fall in Vietnam and make a hot fucking daughter.
He said, oh, the thing that started is like, what'd you guys do today, guys? He's like, I threw Grandpa's war medals off the bridge. He's like, you did what now?
God, that shit is so funny. I need to watch that movie again. It's been too long.
It is really funny.
Andy Richter's in Talladega Nights?
Yeah, he's Sacha Baron Cohen's husband.
Oh,
is
shit.
that the one with the...
He's
right.
the German Shepherd trainer.
Yeah,
like,
it's
makes
been
them
so...
do the pyramid.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
the thing is, it's been so long since I've seen the movie that I saw that movie before knowing who Andy Richter was,
yeah.
I guess. Like, I haven't seen it since the last time I've learned about Andy Richter, who
Yeah.
I follow on, like, every social media. That's fucking funny.
And in that same
he the
like sequence, Rob Riggle is like the NASCAR like announcer guy.
Yeah.
Dude, Rob Riggle is
that
insane.
shit's so fun. Honestly, I can't, dude. I learned I like the cast. Talladega Nights only has a 6.5 on IMDb.
That's wild.
That's criminal.
That's literally
that is
like
criminal.
That's
It is one of the funniest movies
It is pretty funny.
I've ever seen.
Mainstream Hollywood didn't want us to laugh, huh?
a lot of mainstream Hollywood really likes that director.
Really?
Like,
Yeah, Adam McKay.
like Greg German's character just getting cucked by like a NASCAR race for like 2.5 minutes.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking. Yeah,
This shit's so funny. Like
Molly Shannon with the vibrations of the racetrack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What
I don't know. Maybe it's because we lived through the like NASCAR fans, so we understand that how satirical it is.
But like the other
But
guys
I think that movie is perfect.
is like, I don't think it's just as funny, but it's like, that's because Talladega Nights is like more uniquely, like more relatably funny to me. Like I feel like they're on the same level of humor. They're just
I think
different.
so. I think the other guys. I don't know why Step Brothers is lauded so highly.
As
Far as when I'm thinking of Will Ferrell
like it a
movies,
lot.
I know, and I don't. Is it just the most accessible like Will Ferrell comedy from that era of stuff? I just think it's like the weakest of that.
No, it still has a lot of good. I think it has a lot of good stuff in it. I can't remember everything, but
Anchorman. Have you guys seen Anchorman?
Yes, Anchorman's really good too.
I still don't know if I've seen it all
Such
the way.
Dude,
I know I
phenomenal
need to.
movie.
I know I need
You
to.
need to see
amazing.
Anchorman and Anchorman 2.
Anchorman 2 held up. It was also very good.
Yo, is this a custom mayo?
Jack Black's in the first one too, dude.
He's in Anchorman 1?
I'm pretty. Is he in 1 or 2?
I don't know. I can't remember his character.
He's the one that kicks the dog off the bridge, remember?
Oh, yeah,
He's like
yeah.
on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And it's like an obvious like fake dog.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the most limp dog ever, like before CGI was. You could tell he just threw a ragdoll dog off like the bridge.
That was like the first time I saw that movie. That was insane to me. It like broke my brain. I think my mouth was like hanging open watching the TV.
I need to fucking watch that shit.
That was Anchorman
Oh
1.
my God.
Yeah. That's like a.
And then Kanye's in one.
He's
too,
in Anchorman 2. Yeah.
Is it, dude? I gotta watch them.
Like the most
Maybe I'll watch
random
one tonight,
people.
one
The
tomorrow.
most random people.
Anchorman. Okay, so like yeah, without spoiling too much, Anchorman 1 has a huge fight scene between all kinds of different news stations in the Los Angeles area, and like all kinds of different news channels just meet in this back alley and like fight each other with insane weapons, and then they like it doesn't happen for the longest time in Anchorman 2, and like I was like they have to have one, and like it's in like the last 15 minutes of the movie they have an insane fight sequence. They like meet in like Central Park, and like I don't want to tell too many big names who are there.
I
because
know, but
just
it's
insane.
like so good.
But Kanye is there. He's the lead anchor for MTV.
though. Yeah.
Bro, I gotta fucking watch
It's
it.
great. They're both great.
Because like one of them's about the first one was like the news organizations like around where they live, but then like the second one it's like they were going global, so it's like all these I forget some famous actors from like the British region, and they're like we're from BBC and we've come to like, and they use like all this like medieval shit, and like dude, it's so funny. You need to watch those movies, Jamie. I don't know if it's past your prime.
No.
Like
Anchorman 1,
I don't know if it's like
sure would still be hilarious, and the second one
I
sure
still
too.
think so as
But
well.
I don't think so. I don't think it would be because like I watched The Other Guys and Step Brothers and shit like last year,
Okay.
like during the height of the pandemic. That's why I watched them. And The Other Guys, phenomenal. I think one of my favorite comedic just bits alone from any movie is Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell talking about the fucking lions fighting the sea lions. Or the sea, yeah,
fighting like the
that shit-
tuna in like
The tuna.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It is a minute and a half comedic monologue from Will Ferrell that had me crying when I watched it. And then Step Brothers, there were just so many things where I was like, I know that this is meant to be funny, but it's not.
Damn.
I don't know.
It might be more nostalgia too, just
Like the
from back
nuts
in
on the
day.
drum set thing, people always quote that. I didn't think that scene was funny at all. I don't know.
I think it's kind of funny, but it's not as funny. It's the lowest of the Adam McKay, Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah, the Catalina wine mixer, that shit was
That is
funny.
fun.
But the nuts on the drum set that people always, that's like the bit from that movie. I was like, this is the weakest part of the movie.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's mostly just how quotable it is. I think.
It's the
Adam Scott singing with his fucking family the whole movie. That shit was hilarious.
him when he
I love
when he
Adam
comes
Scott.
up in the treehouse and he pulls his shirt up and he has like mega tan oily washboard abs.
I
The
fucking
camera like
love Adam
zooms
Scott.
in on them.
So bad.
Adam Scott is someone who I will see anything he is in.
Yeah.
After
Adam Scott
Parks
is
and
really
Rec,
funny.
They're doing a
he's
remake.
like
Adam
one of
Scott
my
is-
favorite actors.
They're doing a remake of like a kind of like cult show that he was in that was called Party Down. That was like him in a catering business, and it didn't have any huge actors in it. He was probably the biggest actor in it, but yeah, it's supposed to be like a little awkward. comedy.
Interesting.
I think
But,
I think the first episodes are on Hulu. Anyways, sorry, we're done.
I got you. No, I was gonna get back to the.
We
the
have gotten
album
really
now.
far from the album this week. This is one of the longer.
We did.
There's
Basically-
literally, there's no possible transition to go from Will Ferrell to YNW Melly.
No, there's not. So back to the thing. It's like Wine for Me is number 7 to like number 11 ish is kind of like, I don't know. I could listen to them, but they're not like my favorite, you know.
Yeah,
But but I like how In the Morning is spelled like morning, like whenever you mourn for someone's death.
Like your morning, yeah.
That's
5:00 in the morning. Ah.
I've actually
Yeah.
never been sad before, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, buddy. But yeah, I like all the beats in that song again. I don't think I've saved a couple of them, but don't see myself listening to them like a whole lot. But then Had a Dream was still pretty good. Again, nothing crazy. But then we can get to Murder on My Mind if we want now.
Sorry,
Start talking about that.
Sorry, Jamie's eating right now, so we're gonna have to take a small breather.
They literally would not know that. I have been. The listener doesn't know I've been eating.
Do you know how
little jalapeno
often
poppers.
I eat?
And Jordan eats constantly.
But I also mute my mic sometimes
Sorry,
whenever I do it, so you guys don't know.
The like mute hotkey on my keyboard doesn't work anymore. So
Oh,
Maybe if you upgraded your mic, it'd be
Jamie,
it'd
just
be
like
an analog
the
button.
chewing is like so in my ear that it's like I can see how Nick would be like have to mention it.
Yeah, for y'all, you get to hear it until I get a webcam because in order to see you, I have to use my iPad, so I have to use a different audio input than my regular mic.
I wasn't even annoyed. I just wanted to rat you out to the listener.
Yeah, listener, there's a little Easter egg. If you want, if you really listen to every time Jordan talks, sometimes you can tell that he's eating. But normally he's very good about it. But every now and then,
Listen really hard to everything Jordan says on the podcast.
yeah, replay the episode until you hear it. You know.
Yep. Keep the episode on a loop, please. Actually.
Yep. Yeah, when you sleep, when you're awake, just
Maybe you'll hear it
on one of your devices. Make multiple accounts and have it loop. You know. But yeah, so Murder on My Mind and Mind on My Murder, I thought was a cool, interesting flip perspective. Where like Murder on My Mind,
I know.
Accidentally shoots someone you're holding while they're dying, and then in Mind on My Murder, it's the opposite, where he's like, I got shot by surprise by my close friend.
Yeah.
And now I'm dying.
Just like so there's like a bunch of parallels. Let's talk about Murder on My Mind first. Basically, he starts off saying like, I can't do all this stuff because people are always, like ratting on me. Like, can't even post on my Instagram because these pussies be snitching,
Mm-hmm.
Can't even hug my mama. Can't give her.
Did you?
Sorry. Sorry.
What happened there, buddy?
Dude, I'm sorry. I just heard you chewing, and I was like, "That's all I could focus on." So like, I don't know. Your mic seems like it's picking it up like extra right now for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's because it's like a
stone cold plane. You just.
I know because I was in the thought, and then all I heard was. I was like,
I broke Jordan's brain right there. That's fucking funny.
You did. Hold on. Okay.
Actually,
so like,
oh, good.
No. It's just about like his mom and like he can't do anything, and he goes like. Wake up in the morning, I got First of all, it's it's so catchy. It's catchy as like
it is catchy.
Fuck.
It's a good melody. Yeah,
it's so good. Like,
wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. AK-47s, Mac 11s, Glocks and 9s, and all these pussy niggas hating, trying to knock me off my grind. But I can't let them do it. I got murder on my mind, bitch. I got murder on my mind.
every day I wake up, I got murder on my mind. And then the gun part where he goes, AK-47, Mac 11s, Glocks and 9s. Like,
it is catchy.
Like, that might be, like, one of the best... And I know, like, I don't listen to other genres of music, but for me, like, that it might be one of, like, the best melodies ever. And maybe one of, like, the best choruses ever. It sounds so good. Like, the Mac 11s, Glocks and 9... I don't know, the Glocks and 9s part just sounds so good.
It is,
but then,
it fits together very well. It, like, rolls
yes.
off your tongue. Talking
yes.
about... Yeah, just... It doesn't, like, roll off my tongue. Talking about guns, but the syllables fit very well together, you know.
Yeah, and so I guess in this he's talking about murdering. Well, I guess not. I guess murder is not the right word. I guess it's
homicide.
Yes, he calls it a homicide because
it's an accidental shooting.
Yeah, so it's like yellow tape around his body. It's a fucking homicide. His face is on a t-shirt and his family traumatized, which if you don't get that reference, there's a lot of reference in rap about putting, someone on a t-shirt, which basically means like they die and then their family like says like
an in memoriam kind of thing or something.
Yeah. So there's like, it's kind of slang to say like, I'm gonna put him on a t-shirt or something. And then he's like, you're going to kill him.
Gotcha.
But then he talks about, and again, this is before he like he actually on murder trial, so it says like I didn't even mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise. I reloaded my pistol, cocked it back, and shot him twice. Like he's saying it was an accident.
But then he double tapped him.
Yeah, but see, it's like it's like, how could you? And this is before like we knew anything about like him actually doing anything bad. This is when people were like, "This seems too real to like," but just like the conviction in the song where like his body dropped down to the floor and he had teardrops in his eyes. It's so like specific,
right? That's
and
the
it's
thing.
so good. Ugh.
He had teardrops in his eyes. He grabbed me by my hands and said he was afraid to die. I told him it's too late, my friend, it's time to say goodbye. And he died inside my arms, blood all on my shirt. Wake up in the morning, I got
And like he grabbed me by my hands and said he was afraid to die. Like that's like intense. Like that's such intense listening that it's hard. Like again, you listen to this. I know I keep repeating myself, but you listen to this and you're like, you start to believe him at some point in the song because you're like, you just kind of listen to it and you're like visualizing this. You're like, wow, this is intense. And he said,
but it also kind of is broken for me to visualize it because I cannot listen to the song without thinking of the edit people did with SpongeBob at the beach in the lifeguard's arms.
I don't think I've seen that.
that is one of the funniest fucking edits ever. It was like at the height of the song. So that's the only thing I picture when I listen to the song.
Really?
Damn.
I picture SpongeBob grabbing onto the lifeguard's like shirt or whatever. Is it when he splits his pants? I don't remember what it is. But it's a scene where he's like on the beach and the crowd's gathered around him and they edited in like SpongeBob singing this song.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
He like drowns for some reason. I can't remember why.
Yeah.
But he said he goes, I told him it's too late, my friend. It's time to say goodbye. And like he died inside my arms. I'm like, what the heck? And then the funny thing is like people always quote it. It's like the part where he actually raps. He said, he goes, baby name Angela, fucked her on camera, bitch, I'm a murderer. And then you're like, what?
Wait, pardon?
And you're like, did he just, like whenever the trial came out, people just like play that clip of him doing that. And they're like,
dog?
Yeah, people are like, yeah, he definitely killed someone. Like, you like, or he's done a couple of live performances too of this song. I think it's Genius's most popular song is the live performance of this song, which I remember seeing like the day it came out, weirdly enough, because I just started following Genius and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I've seen the clip. You've sent it once or twice to like different group chats before.
Yeah, it's like really good.
Yeah.
But that's a song, and then Mind on My Murder, which I discovered later.
It's like the part 2, and it's like the flip verse of that. I think it's even harder. Verse 1 starts out like skies getting red, body getting cold, losing hella blood. Lord, please save my soul.
Yes, it's like.
Also, what's with the shit where he says, "I don't want to die. I'm only 10 years old." Is that mentally he's back in the form of a child, or like this occurred when they're middle schoolers?
Sky is getting red, body getting cold, losing hella blood. Lord, please save my soul. If I have to die, don't know where I'll go. I don't wanna die. I'm only 10 years old. Oh, my mama cried.
I have thought about that a lot. That is something I've thought about a lot. The 10 years old part. I'm like, I don't know. And I don't think anybody really knows. I don't know if he's ever said, but like, I'm always like, isn't he like, I'm pretty sure in the song he's like acting like it's a grown man. And like in the music video, I know I shouldn't take music videos like that seriously because it's like another art expression to the song, but like it's like a grown dude, I'm pretty sure, or like somebody that he's shooting, unless it is from his childhood, which would be insane. But yeah, I don't want to die. I'm only 10 years old.
Yeah, because that's a weird thing to say if that's not like that's a weird thing to just go to.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah,
and then
he shot me and I dropped to the floor. He said I caught him by surprise.
Yeah,
he was shell shocked and claimed he didn't know. Doesn't it say something about like? Yeah, I don't remember. I swear somewhere it was like, he said I surprised him. He ain't even shoot me once. He shot me twice.
Yeah. And he ain't even shoot me once. This person shot me twice.
Never thought my day one friend would be the one to take my life.
I know, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy.
There was some
That's hard.
Yeah, the verses in this one, I was like...
But see, he thinks about, like... And he does such a good job with both perspectives, too. Which like usually you think
multiple personalities.
yes,
I
but
got
he's not
no
shooting himself though.
personality.
Do you know Melly the Menace?
Do you know Melly versus Melvin? But also, real quick, after the 10 years old part, it's he goes, oh, my mama cried, which I think is like a look back at like the song Mama Cry. But he just says, oh, my mama cried. But yeah, he didn't even shoot me once. He shot me twice. That one is that verse is really funny because he's like, this dude didn't even shoot me once. This man shot me twice. He's supposed to be my friend, dude. You're like, what? And then, like, I grabbed his hand because I was terrified. I said I was scared to die. He just watched my blood spill out and die slow. I looked him right inside the eyes. He looked inside my eyes. Asked him would I survive. He shook his head no.
Yeah,
This could be like poetry, dude. This could literally be like poetry.
Yeah, there's
for a
some
serial
heavy-
killer. But
yeah, I don't know.
you go up on the stage, someone's like, I looked him right inside the eyes. He looked inside my eyes. Asked him, would I survive? I shook my head no. Like, what the? This man sees some stuff.
Did anyone else just hear him say that shit, bro?
Anybody else just hear him say he killed someone and looked in his eyes as he died? No.
Yeah, so I thought the dual perspectives was interesting and also kind of unnerving. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then my probably favorite part is because it just breaks the beat a little bit of like, because he's pretty much rapping on the same beat and same style the whole time. But it's the 4 lines where he goes, never thought a home invasion. He like stops a little bit. He goes, never thought a home invasion would have costed me my life.
Never thought a home invasion would have costed me my life. All I wanted was a mouthful of goals in my neck and wrist with ice. But now I just got murdered while I go in paradise. Just saying this cars with me twice. Mind on my murder.
And then he kind of speeds it up. He goes, all I wanted was a mouthful of gold in my neck and wrist with ice. But now I just got murdered while I go in paradise. Just sing this chorus with me twice. So he's like, dang, I never knew trying to rob somebody would have costed me my life. And like he's talking about all he wanted was money, basically. Mm-hmm, but right. I mean, I guess he's trying to get it from stealing, but
didn't think of the potential consequences.
And then he just goes, but now I just got murdered. And I don't know why. The song sounds so nice in the background, but the lyrics are so harsh. It's just like, but now I just got murdered while I go in paradise. Like, I don't know why, but paradise contrasted with like all this stuff is just like having the word paradise in there just doesn't seem right. But it contrasts it so much that I think it's like a really nice line because of how much it plays off of it, kind of.
I get that.
The juxtaposition.
Yes, the juxtaposition is crazy. I'm like, I'm listening to this like heart-rich song, and I just like, this guy's like, I just got murdered, now I'm gonna go to paradise. You know, I'm like, whoa, crazy.
Yeah, but that's the only notes I had for the album.
Let me look through the. I swear there's another thing.
I'm done. I ain't got nothing.
Suck on that bitch. I want blood like I'm Dracula. You guys didn't like Slaying That Iron?
No, not really.
Jamie said,
damn.
I think I thought it was all right. I don't remember anything specifically from it, but.
Hold on, let me see it. Yeah. Well, Slaying That Iron is. Let me see how many plays it has. It actually doesn't have that much. It's actually one of my favorite that I added from. I just like how fast it is on point. It's like wait. It's like, cause I gotta shoot first, cause he's blah 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 blah.
And I gotta shoot first, cause I know that he puts supply no killing me. And I really don't feel the way I once felt about school. Mine is not you, it's me.
I
don't know.
Now that I'm listening to it again, I do like it more than a lot of the other like you said like 7 through 10 you didn't like a whole lot or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
This one like is really like oddly it stuck out to me a lot more than the others. And it's like because I gotta shoot first because I know the no. I don't know. It's just it's a very laid back song. Like he doesn't. It seems like he's very relaxed the whole entire song. He's not trying to like scream. Not like he has a lot of emotions behind this one. Yeah. It's just kind of like he's singing and having fun on the beat. Not like having fun because I don't think it's like a fun song, but
yeah, he just sounds he sounds calm and collected.
Yes, he seems calm and collected for this one. But other than that, I think that's all I have as well.
He sounds like a laid back Action Bronson.
Action B.
White Snake and underwear sauce. So, all right. So then we can, Jordan, if you want to give your rating, and then I'll give mine, and Nick, you give yours, and you can announce what we're going to be listening to for next week.
If I had to give this one, I'd probably give it a 7.5. Honestly. Okay. All right. There's a couple songs that were kind of lulling, but overall, actually, I want to give it an 8. Sorry, dude, I have to. Murder on My Mind is too good of a song.
It's too late. He already hit the decimal.
No.
You can't backspace it.
Ooh, can't undo.
No.
I think so good. I am going to sit with a 4.9.
Okay. I know, that's so funny to me. 4.9.
Well, because I didn't like it. Because, like, listen to it again to me is a 5. That's like a baseline 5. Okay. And I wouldn't do that. But I did like the Murder on My Mind, Mind on My Murder. But I didn't really like anything else that much.
Interesting.
But I did like it more than The Leak, which is a 4.8. So I'm going to put it at a 4.9. It's going to split the difference.
See, this isn't fair because you get to look at your past ratings.
Jamie's hacking the mainframe. The podcast mainframe.
I'm hacking.
He's hacking.
Jamie's aimbotting the podcast. But
aimbotting the podcast.
I'm gonna give it a solid 6, I think. Yeah.
You rated this album higher than I rated White Bronco.
That's insulting. But
it is. I don't know why only Why do you think you got so mad at me and Jordan whenever we did the year when we did the re-rating?
Is that the album that I popped off about?
White Bronco is the one you got mad about. I was building up to that point.
I was defending my man.
You were
defending your
It is offensive that I gave that album such a low score, probably. But that's how it is.
That's how
it'd be like that sometimes.
How the podcast crumbles.
That's how the cookie.
This is actually our last.
How the cookie podcast.
But yeah, so that brings us to an average score of 6.3, and then that puts it at 54th.
What? That's low.
A lot of stuff is like 6 albums are tied for 48th. Some highlights: Mechanical Bull, Stories Don't End, Sam's Town, and some others are tied for 48th, and it's right above 55th, which is The Leak and Emperor of Sand. So,
The Leak was good though. Leak was so good, bro. You just hating on Lil Wayne because he's better than you, okay? You're just hating. Just hating.
Better than me at what?
At rapping.
Everything. I don't know.
I'm not a professional rapper, so that would make sense.
Yeah, we know you all think you're better at rapping than Lil Wayne, Jamie. Okay,
that's what it is. All right, well, Nick, what are we going to be listening to next week?
Next week, we're going to be listening to Long Time Coming. We're going to be listening to Quietly.
I don't know that one.
Wait.
Long Time Coming by who?
It's been a long. The Dixie Chicks. That's a song by them, right?
Yeah, we're just doing that song.
Been a long time.
We're just doing "Cowboy Take Me Away." But
is that the song?
What?
I don't know.
That's a Dixie Chick song. It's like one of their most famous songs. Anyways, next week we will be doing "Quietly Blowing It" by Hiss Golden Messenger. Okay. I kind of wanted to pick something that I thought we all would like. This isn't that.
I don't think this is
I think Jamie will probably like it, but I'm seeing him and Jason Isbell in concert Saturday, and this is sort of my game tape. This is me getting all the lyrics nailed down in my head. It's also not.
Oh, I get it. I've already got planned future albums based on concerts that are going on.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah. But it's not.
Is this the new one?
It's not the Christmas album. It's the one that came out right before it.
But it's the one. It's the one with that sick ass guitar in one of the songs.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, Jordan, we'll see how this one fares for you.
His voice is
Okay,
a
okay.
little unique. My dad said he thought it sounded kind of like Bob Dylan. I don't really completely see that, but
How dare he?
how dare he insult himself? But yeah, that's what we'll be listening to.
Nice.
Nice. Awesome. So
So
then
cool.
we can just knock it out with recent listenings. For me, it's just been. So this is kind of a shorter week, so I don't have too much of a variety.
Yeah. It is short
We
week.
recorded late last week and very early this week, but I've just listened to 30 a lot.
True.
Oh yeah,
I haven't. but-
Great. I
Not yet, bro. Okay, not yet.
still digesting the album. Some songs hits, some are growing on me as I listen to it more.
so some are
but
bad,
still,
is what
you know,
you're
she-
saying.
Some
Oh.
I don't think that they're bad.
Oh.
There are parts of them that are experimental and I'm
That are
having to
unique.
kind of yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see where it lines up in her discog for me, but like
Discog.
specifically
Get off the podcast right now.
Jesus, there's one song on it that is just absolutely soul wrenching.
To be loved.
But it's great. It's exactly what I wanted from Adele. Other than that, I've listened to Donda a few more times. That's another album
Interesting.
that I'm trying to revisit it, and I
Interesting.
think it's better than I thought it was.
Life of the Party, very good
Uh,
addition to the deluxe version.
Oh yeah, I haven't listened to that one with Andre 3000.
Very good. Some people saying
That was
verse of
why
the year.
that was why I re-listened to it, was because of the song with Andre on it.
Uh huh. I still need to.
Conde getting.
I don't know. I
said
still
Conde.
think
Con-
I think overall it's still a weak album for me
Oh, yeah.
when I look at all of Kanye shit. Like it might only be better than Jesus is King for me, but I don't know. It's better than I
Yeah.
first thought it was.
I might think it's better than 808s and Heartbreaks. Never been a huge fan.
Oh, dude, I love 808s.
In the night, I hear him talk.
Talk.
That's like the only song though. I haven't listened to a lot of the other.
Amazing.
That song's really good.
Amazing.
RoboCop.
Amazing. Well, RoboCop's a movie. What are you talking about, dude?
Shit, you're right. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think that's the only out of the ordinary things I've been listening to.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Pop off, Jordan.
So French Montana came out with a new album. Haven't listened to anything off there, but there is
Comical.
I have not
heard
nothing.
French Montana in so long.
It's because
Like the name.
he has a
Tequila brand.
No, he has a feature with Pop Smoke on there,
Oh.
and it's really good.
Okay.
And he also has a feature with Fabio Foreign on there. That one's also pretty good. And there's a couple other features that are pretty good on here that I want to listen to, because I've heard a couple French Montana songs with features, only like one actually, that I liked. But like everybody says like his features are really good, but his songs by himself are really bad. So I'm trying to listen to his features and see what he likes.
Like how I maintain that. For me, Pusha and Wayne are feature artists.
Yeah, but it's a joke that French Montana has no good solo songs. Lil Wayne has countless solo songs that are good.
I agree.
But,
I can count to 5.
so
I think that's
no-
pretty easy to count to.
So no correlation. You're
I
kind of
said I agree, and then I was
I
like,
guess, I guess you
countless?
can't
I
count
don't
very high, but
yikes, or you just don't have good music taste. Either one. So also I've been listening to Morrow by 070 Shake again. I got back into that song. It's just so good. It's such a good song.
070 Shake is interesting.
Save That Shit by Chief Keef and Soulja Boy.
That's good.
Little throwback song.
Rick and Morty by Soulja Boy.
No, I like that song, and then like after I listened to it like one time, I was like, God, this song is annoying.
yeah. See, that's just because you don't have a high enough intellect to comprehend.
See, when he says Rick
the song.
and Morty, he's not actually talking about
See-
the actual Adult Swim song. He's talking about the metaverse of Facebook and how we are all gonna be.
I wouldn't expect a simpleton like you to understand such highbrow as Rick and Morty.
Other than that, just been listening to my daily Pop Smoke songs. Still love it. My daily drill rap artist.
I got you.
And a couple new things here and there, but pretty much a lot of the old stuff.
I got you.
That Black and Decker shit.
What?
The drill shit.
He's got the electrical tape on the Black & Decker.
Yep.
That's the
Like
drill
any
rap.
like any good man. Why the hell would you buy a new drill when you just tape up the old one?
Hell yeah.
Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats, their new album, The Future, good. Love Me Till I'm Gone, best song for sure.
Okay.
Adele's new album, also good. Mapache,
I listen to it.
that Grateful Dead-ish band that I like to listen to. They came out with a new album that's like it's a covers album, but it doesn't have any like huge covers on it. It's just like covers of mostly indie songs. They have an instrumental cover of You Are the Sunshine of My Life, the Stevie Wonder song. And
Gotcha.
they have a cover of a Beach Boys song too, but I'm not sure which song is the Beach Boys song. So it's not like a famous Beach Boys song.
Yeah.
But The Other Side of Life,
I can only name 2, so.
yeah, Weak.
If everybody had an ocean.
But The Other Side of Life is Beach Fossils, their new album. They're an indie rock band. They're one of the bands I saw in Houston. They came out with a jazz album of covers of their old music. It's pretty good. It's like lounge jazz. It's not like instrumental crazy jazz. It's like very
Gotcha.
very low key rainy day jazz. Pretty good.
Okay.
What else? Catronata EP, 3 songs, 1 featuring Thundercat. Very good.
I didn't see that drop.
Yeah, it's pretty good. One of the songs has like a French rapper in it, I think, for like a minute and a half. Not a huge fan of that, but I really like the second half of the song. And outside of that, been listening to a band called Crumb, another band called Twin Peaks,
Creme.
and then listened to a little bit of Don't Waste Your Wishes, the Killer's Christmas album, the other day. A
Interesting.
classic.
Mhm.
Honestly, timeless Christmas album to me.
Interesting.
It's
some-
good. I don't think people talk about it enough, for sure.
Some strange songs, but some legendary songs. Joel the Lump of Coal, one of the best Christmas songs ever.
It's great. Joe.
The lump of coal.
Fantastic, you know?
But that's it. I'm clocking out.
Gotcha. You're clocking
Yep.
out.
See you guys next week.
Are you getting paid for this?
Yep.
Oh. Wow.
By who?
It's kind of like I probably shouldn't say it on air. It's a little like so.
I think according to FTC regulations, you have to disclose it.
It's actually Monsanto. It's Big Corn.
Oh, God, no. You should have kept that to yourself.
Now,
Are you serious?
now
Nick?
the organic corn farmers are going to boycott our podcast.
I don't think it. I think everyone should boycott Monsanto. I don't think just it's not the organic thing. It's the human rights violation and mob behavior. I think is why you should boycott. Monsanto.
I shouldn't have brought up Monsanto. I just knew that people hated them. I don't really know that much about them.
Bro, you should watch. There's a documentary.
I'll
about it.
research it now because now I feel bad.
It's. I mean, it's funny, but it's fucked.
You mean it's funny that I
Alright.
said that?
It is.
It's not funny what they
is.
do.
No, it's not funny what they do. It's
Big corn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Those bastards.
But anyway, on that note, we just wanted to say thanks again for listening all the way through this one this week. And remember to tune in next week where we're going to be looking at Quietly Blowing It by His Golden Messenger. Be sure to listen to it as much as you want so that you can have your own thoughts and mentally join in the discussion with us while we talk about it. Also, if you want, you can feel free to actually join in the discussion with us by either throwing a comment about your thoughts on this week's episode on YouTube, or you can also give it to us on Instagram, or you can also tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at ListUpPodcast and Instagram at ListenUpPod. And those accounts, as well as our personal handles, are going to be in the description of wherever you found this episode. Make sure to give one or both of them a follow so that you can see any updates or announcements regarding the show that we make, because that's where we send them out. Also, if you enjoyed this episode and you feel like we've earned it, if you wanted to throw a rating or review on your respective platform, that would help us out. But if not, no worries. And remember to check out the show merch at interestpointproductions.com. But for now, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.